Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's Sketch Sunday, 30 Days of Sketches Revisited from Christy's Beautiful Life. And this week, Amber, who joins us over on Instagram, Amber chose the sketch and we are revisiting Christy's from Christy's Beautiful Life Series 3, Day 29 of 30 Days of Sketches. And it is designed by Diana. Oh my gosh, even with my glasses, I have trouble seeing that one. It's a beautiful, I love this sketch. It's a sketch that I particularly love because it's got some layers, but it's got layers that lets the pattern paper shine through. And I love that. That's the type of design that I love doing. So let's see where I went with that. And there is my layout for this week, and it's going to go into my COVID album. So I pretty much started by following the sketch pretty much exactly with these three pieces of paper. So this lovely piece from Cocoa Vanilla Daydream, because I'm using my How to Kill a Kit with Style, of course. So all of this comes from the Cocoa Vanilla Daydream collection. It's a gorgeous collection. And then I went with this lovely golden yellow. And then for this sort of 6x6 paper, I was using this lovely rainbow, sort of like a painterly watercolor strips on a 6x6 paper. So I got that down and I found it was lacking a little bit. I wanted a little bit more of a contrast. So then I did two things. I went in and I took out another of the 6x8 papers from the Daydream collection and inserted that between these two layers, and then straight away I liked that a lot better. And then you know how I am with stark white backgrounds. I always need to do something, whether it's outlining or inking or framing, and in this particular case I framed and I went in and did a little bit of mixed media. So I went in and I got my shimmers Mama Sings the Blues, and I just did a little bit of packaging technique. Then I used a stencil, which reminds me a little bit, and I think I've mentioned this before, it's a stencil that reminds me a little bit of a tennis net. And because we are talking about tennis, I dug that one back out and I used the gorgeous Glacier Paste in Pineapple. It's a beautiful yellow. It's a little bit of a brighter yellow than the golden yellow that is both in the US Open logo and the Daydream paper, but I like it anyway. And I think, you know, where it's on with the blue here, it gives it a little bit of a deeper color. So I am fine with that. I'm sorry if you can hear the train going by. It's a beautiful day here, so we have the windows open. We are having an odd weather pattern. We're having quite warm and muggy days and very, very cool nights. So we're sleeping very, very well and wake up to something like maybe the other morning I woke up to like 7 degrees, but we're still hitting the 24, 25 during the day, and it can be quite muggy. Very, very odd. I know the same thing is happening actually over on the West Coast, because it's just playing havoc with poor Christy's allergies. So I don't know this year in the weather. So there you go, back to tennis and finish the interlude. So I got the mixed media done on the background, I got my layers on the background done, and I matted my photos. Now my photos visibly, if I look here, are maybe a little bit bigger than they were in the sketch, but I got those down. I put this one sort of as if it was a little bit up there, and this page is really all about tennis coming back. And quite frankly, until tennis started again this week and last, I hadn't realized how much I had missed it. I'm a big tennis fan. I love watching tennis, so I was just thrilled where we're going to get a little bit of a season. This is a list of the tournaments that will happen between now and the end of the season, which are very, very few, obviously, compared to a normal season. And the first two tournaments that were played and are being played in New York at the US Open, generally the US Open venue, which is Flushing Meadows. But the tournament just before that, which is the Cincinnati Masters, which, as the name implies, normally is played in Cincinnati, was played this year in Flushing Meadows as well. So they sort of made a little bit of a bubble. Both tournaments playing there, most of the players at one hotel just going back and forth. No spectators, no linesmen. There is a chair umpire. So it's a very, very, very different and quite odd, but still absolutely lovely to watch tennis. There's no handshaking, of course, or embracing at the end of a game. Rather, they touch the two rackets, and then they just touch the umpire's chair or shoe with their racket as well to keep the distancing. All the interviews, everybody has masks. So it's definitely a historical short tennis season this year for sure. So I got that down. I have some printables here again that I got from Nicole Jones 911 that I just tucked in here. A Flair The Good Life from the Daydream collection. This lovely, it's sort of like corduroy, and it's these, I love it. I got 2 packages of these, so I love that. I just pop that down here. My favorite things, fantastic. And a little enamel dot, because this really does not need a lot of embellishing with all of that gorgeous paper. Oh Happy Day, and some COVID signature rainbows. We've been using a lot of rainbows here in Quebec. That's definitely been a symbol that has been in all of our windows, so I use it fairly frequently throughout my COVID album. So it's back. Yay. So there is this week's Sketch Sunday from Christie's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches Revisited. And make sure you join us again next week. And today, pop on down below, of course, and see Crystal's awesome layout and Amber's over on Instagram. Thanks for being here. Bye.